All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we get started on time, get food, and then get back to the meeting. We're not done before the pizza gets here. So as you can guess, I'm not Alan. Alan is not here today. He's asked me to step back into the president's role for one day only.
That's it?
Yeah, just one day, yeah. So I'm going to go over a few things. You know how this works, guys. So for announcement about the SBS SIG, the small business SIG, we most likely are going to change the meeting day, which has been the same since it started, of the third Wednesday of the month, which is 2 weeks from tonight. We're going to change it. It will be the second Tuesday of the month. But we haven't done that yet. I'm hoping to do that this month. But the speaker this month is going to be Klaus. And I asked him to do a presentation that was very popular last year at the Raspberry Pi Build Lab. But we're going to expand on it, and it's going to be controlling your Christmas lights with a Raspberry Pi. He has gotten a lot more stuff together, and he's going to show you how to do it. So if you took the class, you'll be ready to pick up where we left off a year ago. If you didn't take the class, he'll give you a quick primer, and then you'll be up to speed for everybody, and then we'll all progress together and see how to control your lights for Christmas. We're going to do this this month.
And for Hanukkah, right?
Yes, and for Hanukkah. Or whichever holiday you prefer.
I like all of them, but that is all.
Yeah, whichever one works, right? So that's tentatively scheduled to be the SIG. I will send out an announcement to the general mailing list, the CiNPA announce, as well as the SIG mailing list, letting you guys know. The intention, of course, is to have the meeting here in this room, but we're still waiting on confirmation that we can still use the same room. So I will let you guys know. Does that sound like a good topic? Anybody interested in going?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Constant, you guys recorded it? No, you didn't.
Did we record it?
Oh, that's why.
The Build Lab last year?
I wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, he wasn't able to make it.
Okay, but you guys put the notes up somewhere?
Yes, the notes are up on Google Drive, I think it is. So,
Okay.
on Google Drive or OneDrive. I have the link.
Yeah, why don't you send the link out with it too, so maybe, if those of us that didn't make it could get,
Yeah.
maybe get up somewhat up to speed.
Well, there were several labs involved.
Yeah.
That was the very last one
Okay.
because it was going to take a while. It was optional.
okay.
So yeah, but you can blow through the rest if you want. But
Yeah.
the Pi is really cool. We had a blast doing the class.
Uh-huh.
So, and that was actually a lot of people stayed just for that presentation. It showed us how popular it was.
Yeah.
And the feedback was they wanted to know more.
Mhm.
And that's why I asked him to come up with a new one. And he's gone and built his own little, I want to say, sample lighting grid
Okay.
where he can hook the Pi to it, and then he has various individual lights on probably a board or a power. I didn't really see it yet. But he's going to be able to bring it all in, set it all up, and then control individual lights with that Pi to simulate what you would be doing at your house or business.
Music included?
I don't know. That's a question I don't have an answer to. I was hoping Klaus was going to be here to talk about it. I'm still waiting for the write-up, which is why you haven't heard about it. So as soon as I get the write-up, it goes out to you guys. So
Are we looking to do that this
this
month?
month,
Okay.
once I get confirmation we're good here, then we'll do it.
Okay.
If we don't get this room or this facility on the second Tuesday, we'll continue with the second Wednesday this month.
Third one.
Third Wednesday this month, the normal day,
Right.
if we don't get confirmation.
Okay. Wednesday.
2 weeks from tonight. So it's either going to be the 14th or the 15th.
This, for second
Second Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Well, wait. Today's the 1st.
Right.
So it would be the
14th.
14th.
Yeah. So either the 14th or the 15th.
The second Tuesday will never be the 15th.
Correct. The highest number it could be is the 14th. So, all right. Do you need something?
This is open. The drivers are pumped on this, but I'm running on this. This is open now. People check in at their convenience.
At their convenience. Okay. I haven't checked in yet because I saw you were doing stuff. So, all right. Thank you, Brad. We already have the December Hackers Night presentation nailed down. I'm glad that you get to hear me talk about it because it's really cool. Matt Schur will be our presenter this year. The schedule is said to be Cameron Mayers, Principal Security Consultant and Senior Pen Tester at Mafezo, presenting on man-in-the-middle attack techniques and defenses. More on the attack side. He's a local pen tester, but he knows his stuff. So he's also going to deliver a presentation on active defense. He'll be spinning up a proof of concept site soon. So I'm sure he'll tell us about that. And he's got some incredible ideas on how to help bad guys hack the systems, which that ought to prove an entertaining presentation. And he mentions the Jolly Roger telephone company meeting we had a couple months ago, which I just thoroughly enjoyed that. He said he thinks he will, that gave him the idea for this site where the bad guys, you send them there, and if they try to hack in, they don't realize they're actually hacking themselves back. So this ought to be really interesting. And then just in case,
Matt and this guy?
Matt and this guy, Cameron Mayers. But if Cameron has to back out for any reason, there is another backup presentation that Klaus will be doing about pen testing lab on a stick, portable flash drive. So you can carry your pen testing lab around on a flash drive. But that's the emergency presentation. So we have, even if the main guy backs out, we still have Matt, and then we have Klaus. So we're going to have two speakers. One of them will be Matt, no matter what. So that's where we are. And since I don't think anybody from the security SIG is here to talk about what their topic is this month, if they have one yet. So
I am from security SIG, but I don't remember.
You
I
don't
don't think even
it hasn't been announced
topic
yet.
has been announced.
Okay, no problem. Sometimes we don't know yet.
What I can tell, that security SIG is growing dramatically.
Yes, that's good.
Last time there was over 30 people.
Awesome. That is
It's a
awesome.
good venue too.
Mhm.
It's in Victoria Drive, it's convenient, it's exit 42 to 75. So if anybody interested in security but didn't join security, I highly recommend. Matt, by the way, does
He's awesome.
He is awesome in general. He's really knowledgeable, good presenter, but he also happy to be great organizer. Which I value extremely high because I'm not organizer at all, I'm not organizing. So yeah, I recommend everybody who interested to try to come in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that covers all of the administrivia. You can check in at the break. Let's not interrupt the presenter. We'll check in so that gives Brad a chance to catch up on whatever he's working on back there on the main computer that seems to be sick right now.
Driver's report.
Okay. That's the technical term, and you're sticking to it, right?
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right, good. So tonight we have NeoPost. It's a global communications company that's been around since 24. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Older than me.
Yeah.
Pre-computer times.
Yeah, pre-computer times. They help customers send, receive, and connect with their customers quickly, efficiently, and economically. Their solutions include document management software, physical mail, and shipping packages. And let's see, what else did Alan send me? Oh, we also have to talk about the December elections. They're coming up. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. We can talk about the break. So, all right. So I will turn this over to you, sir, and you can
Okay.
do your own bio.
All right, thanks.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
I'll be sitting in the back.
Okay. Make sure I didn't mess this up since we turned it on.
There we go.
Okay. Hopefully I got the volume. So anyway, thanks a lot for inviting me. I actually ran into Alan at a Skyline Chili and Blue Ash, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago. And I hadn't seen him in years. And so we talked a little bit, and then he called me up and wanted to know if I wanted to be a speaker. I said, sure. So, again, my name's Dave Stupp. I'm a territory rep of NeoPost here locally in Cincinnati. And first question I'm going to ask you guys, who knows anything about NeoPost? How many raise your hands? You ever heard of us? So, 3, 4.
Honestly, I looked you up when I found out you were speaking.
I have your posting machine.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we'll kind of fill you in on what NeoPost is about. You've probably heard of Pitney Bowes. Anybody heard of that company? So that's our competitor. There's basically only Pitney Bowes and NeoPost are the main two competitors in this business. So starting out, let me just do a quick video here, kind of give you a little summary of what the company's about.
We bring people closer together. NeoPost guides and supports organizations in how they send and receive communications and goods, helping them to better connect with their customers. Founded in 1924, NeoPost has grown to become a global leader in mailing solutions and a major player in digital communications, shipping services, and graphics. NeoPost helps you with all aspects of mail preparation. From filling envelopes and collating content, to personalization, postage, and managing incoming mail. Our document and data management solutions range from easy-to-use software for SMEs to more complex offers for large enterprises. This ensures you deliver the right message to the right person via the right channel, whether it be paper, a smartphone, laptop, or other device. NeoPost streamlines your shipping process, allowing you to pack your parcels, ship them, track them, and pick them up or return them at self-service points of collection. NeoPost does business all over the world. We are committed to our people, our planet, and our society. We train and reward our employees. We work hard to reduce our carbon footprint. We give back to the communities in which we do business. We support our customers by phone, on-site, and online. NeoPost brings people closer together. Like us, follow us, join us. NeoPost. Send, receive, connect.
Okay, that's it there. Like that, it's pretty good. So, just want to give you a little presentation here about NeoPost. Let's get this first one here. So, about NeoPost again. NeoPost help business customers send, receive, connect with their customers to quickly, efficiently, and economically, so they can do their business and promote and be brand loyalty. Pretty much talked it out in the video. So the company was founded in 1924. We're a leading global provider of mailing solutions, and we've tons of partnership organizations that we've have in all sizes, every industry, pretty much imaginable. Just locally. Some of the companies we deal with are Western Southern Insurance, Great American Insurance. We do a lot in the insurance industry. Financial, Cincinnati Financial is a big customer of ours. American Financial. We do work with Kroger, Paycor, a lot of government like Hamilton County, Butler County, Claremont County, Warren County, several cities we do business with. Also the IRS, we do business with those guys. And law firms, Drayton Law, Densmore, Keating, O'Connor, Catsteller, you've probably heard all those names. And then CPA firms, just Clark, Schaefer, Hackett's one of them that I deal with. So it's in pretty much every industry we're in. And believe it or not, our fastest growing industry is outside of the traditional mail center. That's where we started, was in just with the postage machines. So it's really evolved in a lot more. And what I want to do is show you on the next slide. This just shows you globally. We're in 90 different countries, and you can see most of our business is focused in North America, 40%. The USA is our biggest segment of customers. We have over 200 locations, offices in the U.S. Here locally, office here in Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, our offices here in the Ohio area. And then we have over 800 customers in the USA. of course, along with the local presence here. And then our solutions, 3 main solutions, digital solutions, and that's where we optimize print to mail and also digital delivery workflows with customers. I'll get into that a little bit more detail. Mailing solutions, that was our start with all the mail addresses, machines. We do millions, billions of envelopes mailed all over the USA, over 100,000 customers all across the US. And then shipping solutions, that's being a big growth area too. With the rising costs, we can help customers save with those type of solutions. Also streamline inbound packages, which is getting to be a pretty big thing too. And so here, this kind of a little circle here, that's our expertise, all these different areas. And I kind of start from over here. You got digital, excuse me, I can't see. Data cleansing, document automation, delivery channel management, document printing, document folding, inserting, mail addressing, mail metering, mail opening, partial shipping, and then also receiving and tracking. Those are all the areas I'm going to touch on just briefly. So yeah, we got services in all those different areas. So data cleansing and enrichment. You've probably seen these yellow stickers all over the place. That costs billions of dollars for U.S. companies. Very expensive to send out mail and it gets returned. It's a big problem. I think 15% of people actually move every year, so it's hard to get a hold of them. So we have software that helps customers find those people and cut down the yellow stickers. It's a good solution for that. We also have, you get into data automation. We have software that you can do yourself, or you can see, actually I brought a sample. So like this is an invoice that went out. You can see a lot of white space here. So we got software where you can plug in specials, or say like this is a dentist office here. You can put in, check out our white cleaning, teeth cleaning, that type of thing, or raise money for hurricanes. You can put anything in here. You can put in what you want and do your own printing of your documents. And you can also barcode them if you see up there. I'll talk about that a little bit further, but barcoding is really important, especially when you're getting all these documents together for different customers. Go ahead.
The thing that draws my eye in this picture is that server on the left. Does anybody else recognize that device besides me? Brad, do you recognize it?
Is that Gen 7?
No?
Gen 8?
Nope.
It's the HP microservice, isn't it?
It's the HP home server.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't exist anymore. I still have one in our office. It's in a box. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've never seen that on there.
Isn't that also like as a microserver version?
What's that?
No, that was a different device.
Okay.
Same size though.
Good observation. I didn't draw that slide up. Sorry.
Yeah. No one's coming after you. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So delivery channel management. A lot of people now, you got a choice. We got software you can print and send it out to customers, or you can just do digitally. A lot of customers want their invoices digitally versus print mail. They don't read their mail anymore that they get. Some people are that way. So you got a choice. And that way you're not wasting a bunch of money and printing out invoices and nobody's looking at them if you're just mailing them to them. If some people want digital, they can pay the bill online and be done with it. So that's really changed. So we got software for that to help people. And then document printing, we have machines to do that. I actually brought some samples. So this kind of thing here, this is for microbreweries. They got these little tabs that fit on top of the kegs. We can do these for customers. It's pretty neat. actually big business anymore with all the breweries popping up. So that's pretty cool. And then printing like this is pretty neat. It's in there too. You can it really catches your eye. Color really catches the eye in printing. Tracks your advertising. So if you got a bunch of mail and you're looking at it, this might catch your eye pretty quick. You may still throw it away in 30 seconds, but at least you get a little time. People see it. Here's another one here that's pretty cool. That catches your eye pretty good. So those are the type of things we can help customers with, is to get more attention when they're spending all this money for advertising. Why not make it right and let people catch their eye and let them see it. So that's pretty big. And you can do all that in-house. And then document folding and inserting. This is a pretty big thing for us. And again, the barcoding is really a key here. A lot of customers, if they're sending documents, financial, HIPAA compliance, that's a big deal now with health industry. So you got to make sure you send the right documents to the right people. If you don't, you get big fines. So with this document, I don't know if you can see it in here, right over here is barcode. So when they're sending these out, we have these machines. They're called document folder inserters, and they may have sets of 5 sheets. They may have 10 sheets, 6 sheets. You don't have to put them in. You just put them in order, and it knows with that barcode. It knows which customer it goes to in that envelope. So it folds it, prints and all that, inserts it in the envelope. If you have a business return envelope in there, it goes in there too, and it knows when to stop. So the other thing you can do also, let's say somebody sent out statements, and they may, some of their customers, there may be 2 or 3 customers with the same name. A couple of them may have 0 balance. So there's no sense in sending out 0 balance when it's costing you money to mail that. You can put those inside that one document instead of having 3. Those are just some things you can do with the document folding and inserting. But the time it saves you when some of these companies are taking, I've seen it before, where they've got 100, 200 documents they're trying to fold and get their bills out. They're doing all this by hand. It's taking a lot of time for manpower just to do these things. You get one of these machines, you get it done in just a few minutes, 10 times faster with the small machine, and 20, 30 times faster. You can get it done very quickly. So it's really cost effective. Mail addressing. So we have mail address printers that you can do nice things like this on there. And the big thing again, color stands out. People see that right away, so that's nice to have.
Not if it's a bill.
What's that?
Not if it's a bill.
Yeah, well, you can do different things if you want, bills or flyers or whatever. I don't know if you want to put that fancy thing on a bill, but this one, to me, it's 50% off, so people know right away there's a summer clearance. So that kind of catches their eye. I mean, you get so much. I don't know how much mail you guys get, but I get quite a bit. And I'll go through it pretty quickly, but if I see something that attracts my eye, I'm going to stop and look at it. So, and then mail metering. That's kind of where we got our stars in the mail room, and we have all different types of machines where it's automated. Does things quickly for the operator. Pretty simple to use. You got your meter. One thing about having metered mail, they actually save money. It's 3 cents cheaper than if they're sending by if the post office is grabbing a roll of stamps. And that adds up when you're doing thousands. So we can get, if you want to, we can get more in the mailing machines, and there's different ones. You can mail partial, priority mail, certified letters, mail all those out. Pretty much everything. Mail opening. Customers get a lot of incoming mail. These machines are great for that. It opens up quick, sorts it. And there's somebody like American Insurance. They use this. So it's pretty big. It's cost effective. Saves them a lot of time and labor.
How does it know to sort it based on the barcode that you put on?
I haven't. My customers, I'm mostly in the mid-market. I haven't sold any of those yet.
Okay.
So I don't know all the details, but it works pretty quick. It's, yeah, it gets them, yeah, it saves them a lot of time.
I have a quick question. Have you seen an increase in the amount of paper mail? Because I've heard that after it's been going down for a long time.
Well, I'm glad you asked that. So actually, the post office has actually made a comeback in
Yeah.
the last few years.
I've heard.
A lot of people are getting, it used to be emails, you know, you get all these notices on emails. People are not reading that anymore because they're so afraid to get a bug in their computer, whatever. I mean, they're getting pretty smart on these emails anymore. You think you're getting a discount coupon, you open it up and you click some kind of spam or mess up your computer. So a lot of people are not trusting emails anymore, so actually mail has come back. And actually, I've got a little, talks about postal service. And this is an old report, but every year it keeps increasing. Actual first-class mail volume in 2015 was 62 billion, and it was 65 billion 3 years prior to that. Standard mail is up to 80 billion now pieces. So you would think, you know, people are downsizing. I had the same thing. A lot of people don't want to use as big as a mailing machine now, but they're doing different things. They're doing all these different things we have, like your software solutions with the correction of mail and certified mail. There's a lot of different things you can do to save you time. And then they're doing the piece where you can do print or digital. And then
So you're suggesting that
pardon me?
that mailing business, generally paper mailing business, coming back up?
It is, yeah, it's coming back
Well,
up.
I take your word for this, but it's a little bit strange, given years-long trend to move to green.
Mhm.
And on security side, paper mail can be stolen, and all good information is already there on the paper, accounts number,
Yeah.
everything is right. Let alone it can be pulled from dumpsters, and so where did you get the statistics from? That
It's Postal Service, it's right here.
United States Postal Service?
Yeah, I got an email on it.
I trust them as much as I trust in
Yeah. It says positive trend since 2011. I mean, it was a few years ago, it was really, a lot of people were worried about it, and it was down, but it's actually going up. And the other thing too, that the U.S. Postal Service has a deal with Amazon, where they're delivering a lot of,
Yeah, that's
and
a
that's
fact.
really,
Yeah, I understand.
that's really picked up their business. And they've gotten more of the barcoding like UPS and FedEx, so they're up on times now. And then partial shipping, that's an area that is growing a lot too. So we have software for that. The neat thing is a lot of people, they always want to ship it FedEx or UPS because they need to get there next day. Well, you can almost pretty much do the same thing with U.S. Postal Service and do it a lot cheaper. But we have this cost comparison. It's pretty neat. The example, I had a person the other day that was looking at doing a FedEx, and they still did FedEx, but they looked at the difference. So like at 10 in the morning, it was like 120 bucks, and then at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, it was like half that price. So they compared and saved money, because the customer didn't need it first thing in the morning. They want it the next day. So why spend the extra money? So that's a neat app there, and it saves people tons of money. If you have you have DHL, you have FedEx, UPS, all of them in there, and it compares so the customer can choose which one they want. If they want to spend the big bucks for 10 in the morning, that's fine, but at least it gives them a choice. But that's a neat app. Receiving tracking, so people do a lot of receiving tracking. We have software there that they can take the scanner and check them in real quick. It's pretty nice because it stores it and you're not losing packages. That's pretty cost effective. That can get pretty costly if you don't know where it's tracking to. Scan it in, it's done. So, and then basically our approach when we go to these customers, we just kind of go in and try to find out what their needs are. Some people may only want a mailing machine. Some people are looking to increase their revenue with just, when they're sent, when they're sending out mail, they just don't want it to be returned. They want to make sure it's getting out to their people. Because if they're sending out bills, their people don't get them, they're not getting paid. they need the revenue, so they got to make sure they're getting the turnover. So there's different solutions out there. A lot of people are going to electronic certified mail now. Instead of using the green card where you're filling out like 10 steps, now you have the solution that's software. It's like 4 steps, press a button, and you get confirmation. So let's say 2 weeks later you want to check on a return receipt mail and certify that it was delivered. It tells you. You just go to the computer, look at it. You don't have to file away in the filing cabinet anymore. That's going to be pretty big for law firms. Butler County, they just bought that. They love it. Grade Law, he just purchased it. He really likes it too. It's saving time. They actually save money too, because they're getting $1.30 savings just by doing that. Plus, they got everything in the cloud, so they don't lose it. If somebody's on vacation, somebody else can look it up and make sure what's going on, so you're not wasting time.
Hey Dave.
Yeah.
You compare to Pitney Bowes. You mentioned Pitney Bowes is.
Yeah, so.
Is the point of reference everybody thinks about.
Well, Pitney Bowes, they nationally they've got about close to 75% of the business, and then NeoPost is around 22%, and you have another company called FP that's in there, maybe 1%. But locally here in Cincinnati, NeoPost has about 45% of the business, and Pitney Bowes is pretty much the rest of it, and there's a few that trickle in here and there. So, and I think the main thing, and actually I was going to get to the next screen and talk about that. So, the main reason NeoPost is so strong in this market is we've got 4 service techs that have been here, I think 27 years, all the way up to almost 39, 40 years. The customers all know them, they love them. If they need something, they get down there and fix their problems. They can pick up the phone and call the guy. It may be something real simple, their machine's jamming. They call our service tech, he takes care of them over the phone. If not, they go in and see them.
Yeah, I can tell the technical support is very good.
It's huge. I mean, I've never, in all my years in sales, I've never worked for a company that's so service-oriented that actually takes care of the customers. I mean, they'll even help me out. I just recovered from back surgery about 12 weeks ago, and I've got to do a demo next week. I'm not carrying these machines around, so the service tech's going to get them out of our office and take them down to the customer so I can demo. So they're great guys. But yeah, and then another thing on these machines, on these mail machines, they have remote access. So a lot of times this can be solved right over the phone with our remote people, because they're hooked up to the internet 24/7, so they can diagnose what's going on with that machine. Maybe something real simple. But if not, we got our great techs that can help them. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else. That's pretty much all I had for you as far as a summary about NeoPost, what we do. I think the main thing is we're more just a mailing machine meter company. We do a lot more, and it's growing a lot more in the software now. So that's big. And I think the next trend is going to be shipping and tracking. A lot of people don't realize how much we can save them just by having this software that compares the rates. That's a big savings.
You mentioned about mail being lost or change of address.
Yeah.
How do you, what software do you use to?
There's a software called Satori, that's one of them, and there's a bulk mail. I think they're all by a company called Satori. But the company can take, so let's say somebody has a Excel spreadsheet of 1,000 customers, and they want to check that out. You can do it real quickly on this software, and it updates all the bad addresses, so you're not wasting your money sending it out. I was over there, I was at a customer today that they get, when they do statements, they get like 200 return mail every quarter. They get about 200. I was talking to a guy, so he's getting all this return mail, and he's so first of all he's getting charges from the post office. I think it's like 50 cents a letter because it got returned, and then he's trying to go back in there and get the right addresses. He's sending people another phone call or another, try to find out where they're at to make sure that that's the correct address. They're spending lots of time on this thing.
Well, one of the issues you have with the post office is that they'll only do it for a certain amount of time, forwarding your mail. And then after that, returning it, is there any way to address that with what you guys do?
With the software?
Or whatever?
Yeah, I'm not sure on some of that with the post office, how that works. But, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure how that works.
I have something I used to do when I was a young child, and I was delivering newspapers to catch people that would move out of the rental units that I would deliver to, is this little trick that somebody at the post office told me to do, is you send another letter to them, but you put on the envelope, address correction requested.
Mm-hmm.
And that triggers you pay for that. And what happens is they will send or forward, if the forwarding's in place, the bill or whatever you're sending them on to that person. But then what happens is you get a photocopy of the envelope that you sent with the new address. If it was the yellow forwarding label, you get it sent back to you. So now you have their new address. You have to pay for that service. But that's how I used to track people down that would move out and not pay the final bill.
Yeah.
I got some good stories about that, but that
Get some money back, you know?
I got a lot of the money back when I would send
Yeah,
them,
I bet.
but it's something that I don't know if that still works.
I made that
But it
movie.
did.
Give me my $2.
Yeah, but it worked.
Just think if you have 200, a quarter of these envelopes coming back where you're trying to bill somebody,
Yeah,
you
but
can't get your money.
If you put that on there and nothing's different, you don't pay for it.
Yeah,
So
that's
at
interesting.
least you didn't back then. I mean,
Yeah.
again, this is a long time ago.
So I left some flyers you guys have. This one's about the Postal Service. I just kind of circled number 9 here. Postal Service processes and delivers nearly half the world's mail, 47%. So mail's not going away from the post office. It's crazy. And there's some other things. Go ahead.
Yeah, a couple of my customers have Pitney Bowes machines that they use.
Yeah.
Not just for mailing, but for doing some of this stuff also. And they're using third-party software. They're not using the Pitney Bowes software. So I would imagine anything that integrates with Pitney Bowes will integrate with your stuff.
Yeah, so we could actually, so if somebody's got a Pitney Bowes machine and they want our software, you can use it. Yeah, you can use our software for like that.
Or to replace a third-party software.
As far as I know, you can. I mean, I haven't ran into it too much. Most people are pretty loyal. Yeah, if they're with Pitney
Yeah,
Bowes.
this is a small house, and their software developer is going away. So
Okay.
They said, you can buy, they've been leasing, the product on an annual basis.
Right.
Well, you can pay a buttload of money, you can buy it, but we're no longer going to support it.
Yeah.
Or you can do something else. And
True.
I'd
Well,
like
yeah.
to do something else that supports it.
So for instance, I think I got everybody one of these. I'll show you this Connect Suite. It talks about certified mail. I thought I had it here.
There was a Connect Suite flyer in the stack.
But there's one, oh, here we go. So like this here, so if somebody's got a Pitney Bowes machine and they want to use this software, they can do it. This one right here, it's called e-Certify. So you can use our software even though it's a Pitney Bowes machine. Because all you're doing is just click on the information, and you have it all stored in the cloud, and then you're just using the Pitney Bowes meter. Once you get on that send, you just send it through there just like you would normal. So yeah, you can. Most of that's pretty. You can use the same.
Somebody told me recently that you can actually go online if you're getting home mail. You can actually track what mail's supposed to deliver to you that day.
Yeah, U.S. Postal Service, since they've got the barcode, you can track
really
it,
see
go
what
online.
comes.
Yeah, that's one thing when they got the Amazon, they started getting more advanced, and they give you a barcode now. You can just track it.
I'm wondering, I never asked if there was a business application, the same thing. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, yeah, they have it. Another thing too on these mailing machines, I didn't tell you about. We have a solution. Customers print their own barcodes. If they got something that's over 13 ounces, they can save money. It's called commercial-based pricing. So they get these little labels from the post office. They're called label 400s. You can put those on there, and they're free, but they don't save any money when they do that. But when they do their own processing of that barcode, they just put it on the envelope or the package, then they're saving money on that delivery. Because what it does, it helps the post office. So if they don't have a barcode on there, the post office has different areas it goes to. So it's going to be pushed off to the side. It's going to take longer for it to be delivered because they have to go through all the barcoding. They have to barcode it. So if you have your own, it's the first one to go out. It's quicker. So it's just a little step for people. Saves them money, plus the mail gets out quicker. So I think that's all I have. I don't know if anybody's got any other questions. Kind of a pretty quick summary.
You said it connects to the internet. Is there any like on-road security features for that, or is that all like on the network side of where?
Well, network. So that when we've installed these machines, we get with their IT guy, and he gives us all the information. So when they come in and install it, they have all the security.
Like any network security would be the network thing. There's nothing on the actual.
Yeah. So it was, well, so we get on their network. We had to have the IP and all that information. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, like, are there any like security devices or programs or anything like that, like on the whatever
On the machine?
or whatever it is? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one because some of these places like the county, they have several users, so that you have a PIN number that you get on there, so not anybody just getting on the machine and using it. Yeah.
Do the machines store information?
Yeah, they store, well, yeah, so some of these companies will have department codes where they want to track who's mailing things out. So you could have 100 department codes if they get that many departments.
Like printers have like basically a hard drive in them, and they store what's been through there, and that can be a potential security breach. So on any of your machines, do they also keep that type of information, or is that purged each time?
Like a hard drive on a printer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just trying to think how they do that. So they have a way to go in there. So if you have like 30 departments, they go in there and they want to track it, then they can do all that. And then if they want, they can do it monthly. Yeah, they can actually go online. They have an account called My NeoPost where they can go online and go by departments that way too, if they want to do that. So as far as I know, it's secure. I don't think there's any way.
I think what he's asking is, do the machines themselves, is there an ability to purge the data that is stored on the machine before it's moved or removed from a location?
I think it just stays on there, as far as I know.
That's the security risk.
But if a client's renting it from you and their contract's up and they're done with it, and you take it back, you wipe it before you leave their facility?
Do you pull the hard drive out and give it to them?
Yeah, so maybe that doesn't stay on there because when these machines, when they pick them up, I mean they're sending them back, so it must not be stored in there because that would be a security issue. What's
It was
that?
an unknown security issue for many years with Xerox
Okay.
and others. That's what brings up the question.
Okay.
All of my HIPAA and Sarbanes-Oxley related clients, they require the hard drive in the copier when it goes back to be removed and handed to them.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let it out the door.
I'm gonna have to find out. I really don't know the answer to that for that security because that's a good question because
Yeah.
people sell those things. I mean, a mailing machine won't do you any good if you don't have the U.S. Post Office has a meter. That belongs to them. So if somebody tries to sell you one of those, it won't do you any good. You gotta get the meter. It has to be approved by the post office. And some of those meters, once they get to a certain age, they don't use them anymore. They just mail them or you can't use them. They won't work. But yeah, I'm not sure about that security thing. That's a good one because nobody's asked me that.
Yeah, well, we're kind of,
You guys
In
are in the
that
security
realm.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the geeks that are responsible for that
yeah.
stuff.
Well, I have to find out. I have to find out and get back to you. That is a good question. I'm surprised nobody's asked me that as far as security, but man, that's kind of scary because that old machine's getting sent back. So I would hope there's some security there.
Well, if there's nothing stored on it, then it's a moot discussion.
Yeah.
But if there is something stored on it that could be, information can be gleaned from, then it is definitely a risk.
Yeah, I gotta find out. That's a good question. Yeah, maybe it's not stored on there, but I don't know for a fact. I don't want to tell you the wrong answer.
Yeah. It'd be great to know.
Yeah.
That way we can assure our clients that have the devices
Right,
that there's nothing to worry about, or we need to talk to them when you have to send it back.
right. And I mean, we got big accounts too. You got these financial companies that do all that, so that they must have a way of doing that. I'm not sure. It may not be stored on there.
It may be something that they, your support people, knowing the device is coming back,
Yeah.
we'll remotely get in and do something to
That's
wipe
possible.
it, you know.
I'll find out before I get back to you on that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Good question.
That'd be great.
Okay.
One way or another, some kind of storage will be there. This is the whole point. It's not a question if, question what kind of storage and how we deal with this.
Yeah.
There is, if they transmit data back and forth, there is supposed to be storage. That's pretty much.
Mhm.
So there is storage, just like in any printing or similar device.
Yeah.
And the rest you already heard. What we would like to. My other question, does any of these newest devices, like these machines, their networking capabilities, does it include both wired and wireless, or only wired, or only wireless capabilities? What about this?
So.
You said they can be accessed from internet, right?
Yeah, 24/7. Yeah, so we don't.
That's a good news.
What's that?
Just
Yeah, so they used to use modems, and there's still some of those out there where they're connecting. So when you have a mailing machine, you got to get funding on it, and people would download to their machine. So the modems have gone away pretty much. Nobody's using those anymore because they're just not effective with the different phone systems and everything out there now. So that you got a hard line. Most people use a hardwired internet connection with, it goes right, it's 24/7. But you can do a wireless if you want, but I haven't.
so it does include both wired, wired link.
You can do both. I haven't anybody.
And wireless, right?
Yeah, wireless. I haven't anybody use a wireless, so everybody's done the connection.
No, that's
right
another
there.
question. I'm not asking how they use it. I
Okay.
know how it should be used.
Yeah.
But I'm asking if capabilities for both.
Yeah, it has both. Yeah, I haven't had anybody use the wireless yet, so not sure why.
I wouldn't, but I just asking.
Yeah, but then, if you get hacked into, that might be an issue too, I don't know.
No, of course. Of course. Everything is in this.
That's right. Okay. Anybody else got a question? I just wanted to try to give you some general information because there's so many different areas. You could be pitching forever, just talking about these things. So I don't want to bore you to death. But just so you know, we got more of just mailing machines.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So what's the smallest customer you've got or that you would work with?
It can be, I've got people that have one or two people and they do tons of mailing and like these little print shops.
That's one of my clients. I'd like to get your card for them, please.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll leave some extra ones out here too if anybody wants them. But
Please do.
yeah, it's strange. You think it would be a big customer, but we got some of these print shops they got used machines. And they're doing work for all size companies. A lot of people are outsourcing that mailing.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's where should I leave these other cards at?
You just set them up on the end of the table.
Okay. I don't know how many of these. Here's that. And I'll make sure I get you a card back there. Turn this thing on. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.